What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Sky and Peacock's new series, The Day of the Jackal. Let's rock this. Holy smokes, this show is freaking awesome! I know, the word awesome has been used around pretty loosely these days, but I'm telling ya, if you are a fan of cat and mouse / espionage thrillers as much as I am, then you are gonna love The Day of the Jackal. Because thanks to Sky TV and Peacock streaming service, I've already watched the entire 10 episodes, and boy, it is spectacular. One of the best new TV shows I've seen all year. Now, I'm sure some of you avid readers are familiar with the original book, and some of you may also have come across the previous 1973 adaptation. But keep in mind that for this one, the story has been significantly updated, meaning the story is now set in the present day, and the way that the writers did this whole contemporary approach is brilliant because the corporate rule issue, which is at the heart of it all, is relevant and comprehensive. 10 hourly long episodes might sound overwhelming, but trust me, these episodes are tremendously gripping. I was glued to the screen the whole time, and the pacing is excellent. It's a well-balanced mix of action and thrills and drama, and the characters are nuanced and complex. The hunter is not so innocent, and the hunted is not so evil, but both of them are vicious and ruthless in their own way. Sometimes you feel conflicted on who to side with, because the lines drawn on the sand are not all that clear. And so these gray areas are part of what makes this show incredibly absorbing. Written and executive produced by Ronan Bennett and based on Frederick Forsyth's novel of the same name, in The Day of the Jackal, an unrivaled and highly elusive lone assassin, the Jackal, makes his living carrying out hits for the highest fee. But following his latest kill, he meets his match in a tenacious British intelligence officer who starts to track down the Jackal in a thrilling cat-and-mouse chase across Europe, leaving destruction in its wake. Starring Eddie Redmayne, Lashana Lynch, Ursula Corbero, Charles Dance, Richard Dromer, Fukwudi Iwuji, and Florisa Camara. So on the one hand, you have the hitman, the assassin, aka the Jackal, and on the other hand, you have the relentless MI6 agent, Bianca. And what they share in common is that they both have a family life that they try to shield away from their work. Now, generally, that type of subplot can be treated as an afterthought. But The Day of the Jackal actually finds a compelling way of integrating the family members to where they become a confronting force that gives the Jackal and Bianca their much-needed unpleasant reality check. And so while yes, the international manhunt is intense and pulse-pounding, but the drama is just as riveting, especially when they are faced with the question of at what cost. What I love about these two opposing characters is that they are on equal footing. They both are the best at what they do. And the actress who plays Bianca, Lashana Lynch, is a force of nature. She absolutely crushes it in this role. Determined, committed, and can also be vulnerable. Lashana is the type of performer who can speak a lot without having to say much because it's all written in her facial expressions. What an unbelievably towering performance. The same praises go to Oscar winner Eddie Redmayne, who on the outside appearance may not be what you would have in mind as far as assassin goes, but Eddie manages to embody the Jackal's chameleon abilities to perfection. Eddie on this show is chilling and elegant at the same time. And whenever he's staring down the lens of his high-powered rifle, Eddie looks ice cold and scary. He leaves a visual mark in your head that you can't easily shake off. And you know what? Turning this into an episodic series instead of a movie is a wise move on their part because it allows for the audiences to methodically immerse themselves in this intricate singular objective pursuit. Some of my favorite moments include the handling of those rifles. I mean, The technical qualities of their crafty designs in and of themselves are fascinating. You might not be a gun person, and I don't blame you, but one look at those moments on this show and you will at least end up with a degree of admiration for their ingenuity. Now, the ending is a bit tricky. By that I mean it might receive mixed reactions from audiences because it's not the outcome that everybody wants. It's not the outcome that makes everybody happy. I myself am still on the fence about whether or not I like that final episode. You see, some of us want to see the Jackal get away, and some of us want to see Bianca get her trophy. So the conclusion is a bit anticlimactic, to be honest. But that does not minimize the fact that this show, for the most part, up to that point, has been consistently terrific. So yeah, overall I give The Day of the Jackal the rating of 4 out of 5. It is a profoundly suspenseful exploration of the troubling nature of obsession. It's ambitious, it's visceral, it's engaging, it's meticulously put together. Do not miss out on The Day of the Jackal.